Hi, I am Junpo Razon and I am a person living with Tourette syndrome. And honestly, it took me years before I learned how to say that with confidence. Actually, Tourette's is something that shows itself before I even get the chance to explain it. My tics come out without warning, sometimes small, sometimes loud, sometimes at the worst possible moment. And for a long time, I thought that made me too hard or too much to deal with or unprofessional. I carried that fear into classrooms, workplaces, and even friendships. But here's what I have learned. Tourette's doesn't make me less human. It just makes me human in a different rhythm. In the workplace, what hurts is not the tic itself. It is the stare, the whisper, the sudden silence. People don't mean harm. Sometimes they're just confused, but confusion can feel like rejection when you are the one being watched. So, if there's one thing I want people to understand, it is this. Tourette syndrome is not a choice, but kindness is. Understanding is, patience is. We don't need actually a special treatment. We don't want pity. We just want space to be ourselves, to work, to contribute, to love, to belong without feeling like every tick is a mistake we have to apologize for. To anyone else out there with Tourette's, you are not broken. You are not an embarrassment. You are not alone. There were days when I also thought my tics made me a burden, but I am here, still showing up, still doing my best, still learning to love the parts of me that used to scare me. And to everyone watching, thank you for listening. Thank you for caring enough to understand. Awareness is not just information, it is compassion in action. It is how we build workplaces where every person gets to feel safe, seen, and respected. So Tourette's is part of my story, but it is not the ending. I hope you help us create a world where no one has to hide who they are just to keep a job, where every tick is met with understanding instead of judgment. Thank you for being part of that change.